Hey y'all, Deshaun here. Okay, y'all. So let me say my grace first. God's great, God's good. Let's take our food by the head and sweat. Give us our daily bread. Amen. So y'all was with us when we went shopping. Babe, let me tell you. Y'all remember when I was up there waiting on him to come in the store? Y'all remember that? And I'm like, what is taking him so long? I'm gonna tell you what was taking him so long. I'm gonna email baked potato with some sweet and spicy. Sweet and spicy beef jerky on there. Baby, let me tell y'all what was taking him so long. Because, right, okay, the area that we were in, it was the area where people have coins. They got some coins. So they have a lot of shopping areas, a lot of shopping stores and everything in that area. So that's what here I am waiting in the store, trying to stay by the door so I won't lose him or whatnot. Cause I know once I get in my zone, I ain't gonna, you know. So I'm trying to be patient. Y'all know I was trying to be patient. What took him so long? Because right next to the store that I was in there waiting patiently, right next door to that. Oh, I forgot to put my. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now, I know I'm crazy. Let me tell you how I know I'm crazy. Because I took this out to put it on my potato, and I didn't put it on my potato. I'm crazy, y'all. Oh, okay, I'm putting it on there now. Y'all know I like everything sweet. So I had to add me some honey on there. Yes, I did, honey. So I'm in there waiting patiently. When he went to go park the vehicle, he was coming towards the store where I was at. Next door was, of course, another store. Why he going that store, y'all? Why he going that other store? Then he finally came in there and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry for making you wait. I apologize. He said, when I saw that store and it made me think of you, and I knew that I had to go ahead and go in there and get what I wanted to get for you. You couldn't do that afterwards. He was like, no, I want to go ahead and do it right then and there so that when, we leave out of this store, we already had it. I mean, I'm grateful that we went to everywhere we went, and I'm grateful that he was thinking about me. But you wasn't thinking about me too much, because, baby, I was in that store y'all was with me. I was in that store for a minute, trying to be patient before you know what I'm saying? And I was I'm still pretty trying to convince myself. I'm like, just be patient, just wait for him. Then another part of me was like, girl, go ahead and just go get what you want. Yeah. So I did wait, and I enjoyed shopping with him. You know what I'm saying? It was an experience. It was. Um. Now, what I have noticed about him is when I say something, like if I'm looking at something, if I say, "Oh, that's nice, that's cute," he think I'm saying, "Let's buy this." No. Sometimes, did I put some cheese on here? Oh yeah, it's melted. I was saying, I put my cheese on here. I like, listen. Every time I'm looking at something, that don't mean that's what I want. That means I just think that's interesting. And that's what I was trying to explain to him. So what I've noticed that he has been doing is when we're talking, he's writing. He's writing down everything. If I say I like the color blue, he wrote that down. So when he sees stuff that is blue, he feel like he gotta buy it. No, you don't have to do that. That's what I told him. I said, you don't have to do that. So then, yeah. So he let me read the little piece of paper that he been writing everything on. He's been taking notes, y'all, from day one. From the first time that we had a conversation. He's been taking notes. I've never, okay, wait a minute. I have had people who do take notes when I talk. But here lately, like back in the day, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we didn't have, cell phones. All we had was pen and paper. So back in the day, yes. But now, we got cell phones and all that good stuff, baby. To see him writing down everything, and he just like wherever we go, he asks, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you sure?" "Yeah." "Why you ask me that?" He'd be like, "Do you like this place?" I mean, if I'm saying we can go here, I must like this place. So he was like, "Yeah, I just want to make sure you're okay." Like, he is like very cautious and conscious of my feelings, and I like that. I'm not complaining. So he wanted me to spend the day with him. I spent the day with him. I was exhausted. I was so tired. But I didn't want to complain. But he knew. He was like, "Are you ready to go?" I was scared to say yes, because I was like, if I say yes, then he'll be like, "Well, I ain't never taking her nowhere else." But my body, y'all know, my body was tired. I was like, "Yeah." He was like, well, let's go get something to eat. And that's another thing. What I like about him is if we're out and about, we're stopping, like we can go here and go there, and then he's like, "Let's get something to eat." We can go here and go there, and then he's like, "Let's get something to eat." So what he told me is every 2 hours we're gonna eat. I was like, okay. I mean, I ain't got no problem with that. Y'all know I ain't got no problem with eating. But I was like, "Are you gonna eat too?" Because I'm not gonna eat by myself. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat with you." So he was like, he said, what he's noticed about me is I make him eat. You right, I sure do, because if I'm sitting down eating, you're finna eat too. I'm not gonna just sit here and you watch me eat. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I order to eat, he'll get the same exact thing. So whatever I'm eating, he eating. And there were times where I would get some vegetables, and he didn't get no vegetables. I'm like, "Where your vegetables at?" And then he was like, I ain't want to get no vegetables." "Oh, you gonna eat some vegetables. If I'm eating vegetables, you gonna eat some vegetables." He was like, "Yeah, you right." So then he'll go ahead and get some vegetables. It's not that I'm trying to be bossy and be controlling or whatever, but if we're gonna eat the same thing, we're gonna eat the same thing at the same time. So I thought, baby, do you know this man went in? He had bought this. He went into one of them stores. It's not a health food store. Okay, it's how they have stores that have. You know how a grocery store have regular grocery store like Walmart, Target, and all that good stuff. You know what kind of stores they have, right? Well, there are certain stores in Texas that have stuff from around the world. You know what I'm saying? Different foods from around the world. And I know people who shop in them type of places. I've been inside of them type of places. And the reason why I don't like being inside of them places because that food that's in there, I don't know what that food is. First of all, I can't even read what it says. You know what I'm saying? They look funny to me, so I'll be scared to get stuff out of there. But I do know people who shop up in there. So that's one of the stores that we went to, and he was excited, and he got different things for me to try, and I was like, no, please don't get nothing from me out of this store. He was like, yeah, you should try it. This is good for this, and this does this, and this and that. And, baby, listen, I don't mind trying food that I done heard of before and it looked delicious. But this stuff that he was getting, I was like, I don't know what that is. He was like, it's a fruit. Is it a fruit? He was like, yeah, it's a fruit. It didn't look like a fruit to me, y'all. He said it was a fruit. I should have showed it to y'all. Baby. And I know I'm supposed to be open to experiencing new things, but baby, that right there. And then I was like, you don't even understand the language, you know what I mean? Like, cause like I said, they had stuff from around the world. I was like, what is the name of it? He was like, I don't know the name of it, because you can't even the name that they have on there. It's not in it's not in English or anything like that, or any language that that we speak, whatever. I mean, he speaks several languages, but still, it wasn't in a language that we spoke. And I asked him, I said, do you know what this says? And he was like, no. He said, but I've had it before. He said, I really like it. I was like, I said, tell me what. I said, compare it to something that is in the grocery store, like Walmart or something like that. And he said it's compared to a raisin, but it was like this big, y'all. And he said it's compared to a raisin. Y'all know I don't eat raisins, so I knew for sure I wasn't gonna like it. And that's what I told him. I was like, he was like, you want to taste it? He was like, you gonna like it? He said it tastes just like a raisin. I don't eat raisins. He was like, you don't eat raisins? I was like, And listen, there are certain things from that store that I do like, but I don't know the name of it. I don't know what it's called, but I do have friends who shop there, and they get the stuff for me or whatever, because I don't know what it's called. And they don't even, when I ask them what's the name of it, they don't even know the name of it, but they know what I like, and they go get the stuff. And I thought about trying to explain to him what I do like from there, but I was like, nah, I ain't finna do all that. First of all, that stuff in that store is expensive as I don't know what. I mean, it's from around the world. It's stuff. Who is this calling me? Every time. What is it? Every time. Man, hold on, y'all.